Welcome back, everyone, to the Texarkana Bandits Dynasty here on College Football 26. And the Bandits are 7-3. Who had us going 7-3 this season? Because I did not. I thought 6 was our ceiling this year. But we have definitely outperformed our expectations. And today we take on a Raging Cajuns team that is expected to be better than us on paper, and that's no real surprise there. Fun fact, we are currently projected to take on FIU in the New Orleans Bowl, which you guys know I have no problem facing the Golden Panthers of FIU anytime. But bigger news is Southern Miss lost a game in conference. That right now means if Southern Miss loses another one and we somehow finish the year undefeated, we're going to win our side of the Sun Belt and go the conference title game. So a loss now essentially kicks us out of the conference title opportunity. If we continue to win, we have a chance. Now there's very few games left, so we may not even get that opportunity, but it's there. We'll see what happens as the season progresses. Only a handful of games left. We just got to make the most of them. And both teams here, not very banged up. Xavier Brown, the only man injured for the Raging Cajuns, so relatively two healthy teams going head-to-head, as Duncan Grant is going to be the guy to lead the Raging Cajuns out onto the field at quarterback, and he is expected to be their top guy for the long haul, as he's only a sophomore here. He's got a decent enough arm. He can move a tad bit with the football, and what's even more impressive, you look at the numbers: 20 touchdowns, 1 interception. Wish I could do that. Now, defensively, Cody Harris-Miller is their top guy when it comes to the defense. Big defensive tackle, can really do some damage against the middle of an offensive line. They're just going to have to keep him from pushing this line around, especially the center. We don't have the best center play right now, and they're going to have to keep the former Army defensive tackle from doing his work. 6 sacks already this season. He had 4 all of last year, so it's definitely been a boost for him this season, as we are off in this one on Senior Day as Louisiana begins. The Raging Cajuns to start things off, as they'll get up to the 23, and Antonio Rockwell, the back, is a guy to keep in mind as well, trying to get that 10th touchdown of the season today. First and 10. Duncan Grant starting through the air here as he'll connect, and that spin move's going to give him 9 yards. Second and 1. Hand off to Rockwell. He's got the edge. First down with ease. Little Matt gets the tackle, but all you can do is stop him there from breaking off anymore. They go play action, and down goes Grant. It's Kellen Jepson that got there. He had 2 men right there. Jepson just the man who rushed in there to get the sack as quick as possible. And it's a big play to start a new set of downs against the Raging Cajuns. We'll take it. Second and 17. Grant in the gun, takes the snap. Checks this one down, and that's going to get him close to the original line of scrimmage. Still a 3rd and long. Defense just needs to keep them at bay. Out of the empty. Grant over the middle. That is close, but not close enough. So it'll be the Bandits football, as a good game by Jaden Hamilton last week. Let's see if he can build off of that 277-yard showing, as a handoff here to McNeil doesn't go anywhere. Second and 11. Hamilton the pistol, McNeil in the backfield. They go play action now. Hamilton downfield. That's caught. That's Julian Allen making the catch for the first. Not the biggest fan of the comeback route there. It was just far too open to not go that way. As Ryunosuke Woods, though, bottled up the ground game, doing nothing so far. 2nd and 12. Hamilton through the air, and that's intercepted. Miscommunication at its finest, thinking he's going to turn earlier than he was on the deeper curl, and that ends in a pick. And right back to the Raging Cajuns offense we're going to go, and they're going to have the best chance to find pay dirt early in this game. Curly Reed III, that's a hell of a name for a corner. I love it. He's going to get that pick, add to his year, and Duncan Grant is going to take off and pick up a gain of 6. 2nd and 4. Hand off Rockwell, right up the middle, had a hole to get through, picks up the first. And now they're just 12 yards out from the first score of the day. Hand off Rockwell, up the middle again, fights through tackles, ends in the end zone. It takes 3 plays after the pick for the Raging Cajuns to find pay dirt. They score first, and I can't say I'm shocked. So Texarkana, how do you answer? Play action here, as underneath, that's JCP. I was going to say Shaq, but JCP picking up 3 yards there. He did not have a big day last week. So we'll see how things go for him this week as the screen doesn't go far. Raging Cajuns defense on top of everything for the most part. 3rd down and 6. This time a basic curl route works out for Falcon. He's got the first down. 1st and 10. Hit as he throws. That's caught. JCP picking up 9. Hamilton stayed in there, took the shot, got the ball out nicely. It was a good 9-yard pickup, and now to the ground with Ryunosuke. He's got the first. The ground game has been, I'm just going to say it, awful so far. And the screen game hasn't been much better as that goes nowhere. Julian Allen losing 3 off that one. Hand off McNeil, and he'll get him back close to the original line of scrimmage. And the Raging Cajuns got close on a 3rd and 11 on their last drive. Now let's see how this goes as Falcon is just shy as well. Difference is Hamilton's still out there. 4th and inches. QB sneak is good, and he'll keep the drive alive. No tush push in this playbook, but the QB sneak has worked fine as the best run of the day right there by Ryunosuke Woods picks up 10. 2nd and inches. McNeil gets the carry. He's got a first down. And that takes us quickly to the end of 1. And doesn't get much faster than that. 7-0 Raging Cajuns on top, but Texarkana has kept this drive alive. And hopefully they can get something going. So nearly inside the 30 here as Texarkana looks to get points on their drive. Hamilton, off play action, finds Falcon. He's going to have the first down. Took a shot there. But a new set of downs nonetheless now in the red zone. Hamilton rolls out, finds Falcon. It's going to be close to a first, gain of 8 there. He's already got 3 catches on the day. 2nd and 2. Hand off McNeil easily in. The running backs for both sides find a touchdown. That is exactly what they needed. I mean, once again, you go back to the 4th and inches with the QB sneak, keeping this drive alive, and that allows for their opportunity to tie this one up. We will not be going down 2 scores early this time around. First and 10 for Grant and the Raging Cajuns. Rockwell picks up 4 there, and I forgot to mention that was Rockwell's 10th rushing touchdown on the season off that last drive. As this one caught in the flats, Rockwell another first down. First and 10. Grant a throw well over his intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Grant looks to throw again. Plenty of time. He's got all day. And that one, once again, over the head of his intended target. Should not have missed that one, and we are lucky for it. And Grant finds his man just shy of the mark. Good tackle, Buddy Gordon. And that's going to send the ball right back to Texarkana. Hamilton begins underneath. That is going to be Morrow with the pickup. Near a new set of downs, 2nd and inches. Staying in the tight set. Now going to Ryunosuke on the ground. It's going to be a new set of downs. And guess what? Hamilton is on fire. Play action here. Can he stay on fire? He's going to move with it. Had 2 guys to check it down to. Takes the 8 yards on the ground, and Ashley Williams banged up for the Raging Cajuns. So they get an injury. We pick up 9. And Hamilton just hands off to McNeil, and he is stuffed. There's the big defensive tackle doing his work right there. Talked about him in the pregame. It's a rough guy to take care of, but they pick up the first there with Shaq. But hopefully we can handle him at bay. And there at least you get a little bit of chip on him, so he's not running directly at your quarterback, picking up 9 on that run. 2nd and 1. Clock is just ticking away already. Under 5.5 to go in this one, now under 5. First down after the run by McNeil. Leslie Niles checks in, and he's going to pick up 6. 2nd and 4. Going 4 wide in the pistol. Play action. That one dropped JCP. Not having a good day is he today. He's had 1 real nice catch, and that's been about it. As another nice run here for Hamilton. He's been a big part of this drive using his legs. 3 minutes to go here in the half. As Leslie Niles tried to cut it back in, only can find 1 yard there. 2nd and 9. Play action. That one over the reaching distance of JCP. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 9. Yeah, worse. They're in field goal range, and that one should have been picked. Luckily, it wasn't. And they will have to settle for the Roncalli field goal. It's good, and the Bandits have their first lead of the day. Albeit a 3-point lead, but we'll take a lead. So 2:22 left before we head to half. Duncan Grant and Antonio Rockwell get to work, but Marcus Timmons right there. 2nd and 13. Grant. Downfield, it's caught. That's the biggest play of the day by either side. So a new set of downs under 2 minutes to go. 2 timeouts for the Raging Cajuns, and that one knocked away by Zach Field. 2nd and 10. Grant, plenty of time. He finds his man, and he bounces off the first tackle, spins off another one out of bounds. Saves them both of those 2 timeouts with a $1:35 left. Hand off Rockwell. He tries to spin off a man, but takes a shot from Little Mac. Minute to go here, and that right there's another first down. Under a minute. Louisiana looking to take the lead right before half as Rockwell gets him to the 20. Zach Field banged up here. That's a guy we can't afford to lose. We don't have a lot of top-tier corners right now, and Zach Field's been arguably our best corner all year. We can't lose him. Hand off to Rockwell. He's collapsed on by Mack and company. So 3rd and 7. One timeout left for the Raging Cajuns. As that is caught with room. He's in. Touchdown Cajuns. Right when I was happy we had a lead. Louisiana storms back in under 2 minutes essentially to score and give themselves the lead right before halftime. Well, 1st and 10 here with 21 seconds. Bandits going to take maybe a shot downfield. He got an open guy. Hamilton doesn't see him. Down he goes. 7th sack of the season for the tackle. And we're headed to halftime. I had open guys everywhere. I could have hit him. Either way, Bandits down 4. And you see the numbers. We've been very balanced. We've had time of possession. We got to keep things going because we've got visits. Tony Torres, the center, is one of them. And Lord knows we need offensive line depth, specifically at the center position. Also, Tavita Finau is also in attendance. An outside linebacker. Needs some more depth there. Got to impress him, but we're not fighting too hard for him with other teams around. As Villami Bush is now the new fullback we're going after. No one's going after him, and more importantly, he's a gem. A gem fullback. That is what's going to make this team great. I'll tell you. Second half of action begins. 14-10. Bandits having to find a way to fight back as Julian Allen can't haul that one in. And it falls incomplete. 2nd and 10. Handoff goes to McNeil. He finds a hole. That's going to be a gain of 7. They are playing a bit deep here on 3rd down and 3. And it's a handoff to Ryunosuke. He's not there, but it's 4th and inches. The offense is out there. We have gone for 4 a ton in our own territory, as that's going to be enough for the first down. The QB sneak works out. As now 1st and 10. Throw goes the way of Ryunosuke Woods. He's got the first down. And if you're wondering where Frankie Rowan is, I can tell you now, he is not going to be cleared for action until probably the bowl game. And even then, it's going to be a question of how much he plays with how banged up he is. Hamilton on the run just throws that one away. And it is going to be 3rd and 5. Deep shot intended for Falcon. He can't haul that one in, broken up. And we're watching a punt, which has to mean, oh, it's a beaut. Inside the 10. So, Raging Cajuns with a big opportunity here as Little Mac's been all over Antonio Rockwell in the backfield. 2nd and 10. Rockwell again. Guess what? Little Mac's there with some help from Chase Taylor. 3rd and 11. Duncan Grant just lobs that one up. I don't know what he was thinking there. Either way, it's incomplete. And it's great field position after the punt for the Bandits. As this one caught, JCP. Haven't said his name much on catches, as that's a first down. 1st and 10, just outside the red zone. Looking to throw, it's caught. Allen's got it. So 1st and goal inside the 10, just like that. Handoff Ryunosuke, nowhere to go, well defended. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Another throw Ryunosuke Woods' way as he'll take him down to the 5. 3rd and goal. Hamilton finds his man, Falcon. Touchdown Bandits. And Falcon does what he does best. Boxes out a defender on the slant, picks up the touchdown. And once again, Texarkana is on top. So under 5 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. And the Raging Cajuns back down by 3. And guess who takes down Rockwell? Once again, Little Mac all over him. He has played very good against the run today. Has nowhere to go on that run. Kellen Jepson's on him. 3rd down and 16. Duncan Grant's going to need a big play here. They go play action underneath. And, well, he broke off a 1, but not enough to get him the 1st down. It's still great field position here for the Bandits offense. As McNeil finds a hole. That's going to be a nice 8-yard pickup. James McNeil stays in the ball game. They hand off to him again. He somehow finds another bit of room to get the 1st. And the offense is finding their mojo completely. And that one should have been picked. I don't think the defender was ready for it. I think that one hit him in the hands, and he didn't even realize it. As Ryunosuke picks up 5. Can't be making those mistakes, though. You're only up by 3. Don't have a lot of breathing room to make those mistakes. Play action. Hamilton goes down. And it's another punt. This one even better than the last. Down at the 2. The Raging Cajuns now in safety watch. But looks like they'll find a tad bit of room. Up for a gain of 2 yards there. They're going to go to the air. Grant throws it, and that's almost a safety, but he spun off the man, and there's the breathing room. And now Leon Perrin is banged up. And that's big because now you've lost not 1 but 2 corners in this game. As Rockwell nowhere to go, Little Mac was the first man there as it takes us to the end of this 3rd quarter. It's nobody's guaranteed ball game yet. 17-14 Bandits on top. But you see the top 25. One day, maybe we'll make it there. One quarter left to go, 3-point ball game, and the Raging Cajuns are now out of the shadow of their own end zone as Grant checks this one down. Little Mac once again bringing down the back. 3rd down and 7. It's a delayed handoff, nowhere to go. Sterling was the man who held him up. So a great stop after what was a rough beginning there when you had him back at the 2. That's a deep shot here. Big play. Jaden Hamilton connects with Shaq McBath. They needed something like that to get everything going again on offense. And that was a massive play. If he stays on his feet, probably a touchdown, as the RPO here does not work out great. 2nd and 9. It's a screen set up, gets the ball to McNeil. A beautiful block on the outside, springs him, as that's going to be a 1st down and more just outside of the 10. First and 10, all the momentum on the side of the Bandits. A touchdown makes it a 2-possession ball game. And that right now would be the biggest thing yet, as JCP does exactly that, though. Touchdown Bandits, as that one right there may have just made this tough for the Raging Cajuns. It's off the play fake, and JCP gets his best break I think he's had all game. It was the best route he's run, arguably, and it got them more points. And now Duncan Grant's got to play his best ball. Only a 2-yard pickup there as they're going to run quick. It's a screen setup, and that's going to be enough for the first. New set of downs. The Raging Cajuns try to get something going here. Kellen Jepson, though, brings down Grant for the second time. There it is. Big sack and another big thing to waste time for this offense. Under 8 minutes to go. Down 2 scores. As that one broken up. Got him with the Spinal Tap animation. Always does the trick, doesn't it? 3rd and 16. Grant taking the shot one-on-one. It's Irvin Lamar breaking it up. And now it's all about killing that clock. A 2-score lead. Not a ton of time on the clock, as that's a 2-yard loss for Ryunosuke. 2nd and 12. Quick throw. That's caught Falcon. He has been the favorite target today. 3rd down and 6. The throw, plenty of time. Falcon again. He's got space now, and that's going to be a new set of downs. As now they try to keep things going here. Hamilton sets the screen for Falcon. This is the 3rd straight catch for Falcon, and he's got another first down. 1st and 10. It's a keeper. Hamilton fights for some positive yards, gains 3. And with 4 minutes left, if you are Louisiana, you are thinking, how can this be? They came in the better team on paper, but Texarkana has just outplayed them. And it's mainly just been keeping drives alive as Falcon with another catch down inside the 5. At the 2, 2.5 left to go in this one. Hand off, Leslie Niles, no one around him. Touchdown Bandits. They'll just add a bit more on senior day. Why not? As that is enormous for this team. 31-14. And that'll be win number 8. We double at least our win total from last year. There's still another game to play. We've got one more game on the schedule. That's going to be next week against ODU. But Jaden Hamilton and company are looking great. There's a chance that we have a 9-win season. There's a chance. I'm not going to say it's going to happen, but there's a chance. There's also a chance this team could make the Sun Belt Conference game. They're going to need some help, though, there. 257 for Hamilton, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Definitely not something you want to see, but he has another solid outing. And the ground game, not as efficient as you would have liked it to be, but they balanced him out. Falcon had the big day, 9 catches, 99 yards. I know somebody's going to be happy about that he finally saw a massive workload, but the ball was spread around nonetheless. And JCP had a very down week for him, 4 catches, 49 yards. He couldn't do much this week overall. But Little Mac, big day for him, 13 tackles as he was a menace to the running backs trying to get outside. But this team played one of their best games, and for that, Tony Torres is now a Bandit, or at least is verbally committed to being a Bandit. So a big get there to add to the offensive line, and we get ready for the final game of the regular season. I'm sorry, senior day is next week. I thought we were on the road for ODU. That's my bad. But we've got one more game before this regular season comes to a close. If you enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. And I will see you next time.